So finding yourself comfortably on your mat. So just move around a little bit pretty early in the morning. Maybe just loosen things up. And then come to standing and see how you land. When I'm standing here, what just happened? I just landed. Where is everything? And now let's get everything starting to tighten up, okay? And align a little better. So we want the feet in line with each other, right? Hip width distance apart. Hips over ankles, shoulders over hips. Ears over shoulders, and palms forward. All right, and just start breathing from here. Good. Hey, Carrie, if you could tilt your screen down a little, I think I'm seeing all ceiling there. And breathe. Yeah, thank you. Firmly grounding through the feet now as you allow your breath to deepen. And starting to feel settled, bringing your focus onto your mat, and then a little focus on something to be grateful for. It could be one thing, it could be a lot of things. Bring your hands together into Anjali Mudra. That's a hand position of gratitude. And just think about something or some things that you are grateful for. And as we deepen the breath, we're going to move in and out of Anjali Mudra. So draw your fingertips up toward the sky. Inhale. And then allow your arms to circle out and bring your hands back to your heart. And just working through that now, the knees and hips might decide to move a bit here, and that's great. Getting everything ready for a great day, fun weekend even. And nice deep breath up. And bring the hands back to heart center. Now from here, with the hands still at heart center, we're going to just raise the right knee, raise the left knee. Start getting the body used to being a little off to one side, right? Waking up the balance a bit. And then bringing both heels back down to the earth. This time, as you draw your fingertips up toward the sky, see if you can raise both heels. And be careful here, if you start to feel wobbly, just come down. And release heels down, hands back to Anjali Mudra, and heels up. And down, and one more time. So the brain has to really engage here as well. And bring your hands back to heart center. All right, so let's go ahead and shake everything out one more time here. And we're going to start moving into our spinal opening series. So take your feet comfortable. They could be wider than hip width distance. The knees and hips nice and soft here. Interlace your fingers and kind of round forward. And then draw your arms up and back and come back to that rounding. So we're coming in and out of rounding, spine opens and rounds forward. Yeah. See what the shoulders are saying to you this morning. And the next time you're kind of rounded forward with your fingers together, bring your hands to your thighs. And just feel some nice opening in between the shoulder blades and roll up. Inhale and exhale. Shake out a little. Okay, we're waking up the body so we keep moving it in between our stuff here, right? Okay, so for side to side, we're going to do some connecting heaven and earth. So go ahead and get a little friction going, warm up your hands a little bit. Bring some energy to the hands. Exhale, and then as you inhale, it's right palm up, left palm down. Come back through center. Inhale, left palm up, right palm down, and center. And it's up, and maybe even gazing toward those right fingertips, and center, and left fingertips, and center. And just do this 2 more times, really going through and feeling it for you. So you might slow it down, you might stay at the same pace, doesn't matter. Just do it 2 times. And when you're done, bring your palms together. Okay? So then we're going to take the feet now wider than hip width distance apart, and let the knees be soft, going out over the toes, and just start to move side to side. So getting some twisting. Remember I said we're going to do a little extra twisting today, so here we're just kind of warming up that action. Just nice and gentle with the spine this early in our day and our practice, and then work your way back to center and heel toe. Come back to mountain pose now and just sense what's going on in your body. Good. And then come to the back of the mat. So we're going to be coming into the knee down side plank with the open twist. All right? Feet are hip width distance apart. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Remember, those hamstrings aren't really warm, so just come into whatever fold is available to you right this moment. Hands to the thighs, hips back, shine your heart forward, and then take your hands down to the mat as you come forward into a plank, and then down dog. And from down dog, you're going to bring your right knee down under the hip, left foot to the mat, open left arm. Yeah, knee down, side plank. Bring your left hand back to the mat, come into down dog. This time the left knee comes down, it's under the hip, and open to the right. And come down and into downward facing dog, and walk your hands back to your feet. When you get there, float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center. Okay, we're going to do that again, nice and smooth, and I'll give you an option too if you want to take it. Inhale, arms up, exhale, fold, inhale, half lift, bring your hands to the mat, come into plank, always knees up or down is a perfect plank, and come into downward facing dog, and now smoothly right knee down, open to the left, and if you wish, straighten your right leg, come back, left hand down, down dog, left knee down, open to the right, and if it's you today, straighten your left leg. Bring your right hand down, back to downward facing dog, and walk your hands back. Float the arms out and up, palms touch, and hands come heart center. We're going to do that one more time. Everybody good? Any questions? Anything? All right. So remember, it's either with the leg extending option or without it. Your choice. Inhale, up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Bring your hands down. Come forward into your plank. Okay, you might have been doing knees up and want to do knees down now, or vice versa. And come into downward facing dog. Let's take a breath in this dog. Bring the right knee down, open to the left, and option, straighten that bottom leg. Bring the left hand down, down dog. Left knee down, open to the right, option, straighten the bottom leg. Just because you did it one time doesn't mean you have to do it again, right? Or vice versa, come into down dog. Now let's walk the dog here. Bend one knee and then the other. One heel down and hold. Other heel down and hold. And two heels down and hold. And go ahead and draw your knees off to the side. And come into seated mountain pose. All right, feet are flexed. Arms are down by your side. And we'll take a moment to come back to Anjali Mudra and recall your gratitude or gratitudes. They might keep changing during practice also. And shake everything out. All righty, here we go. We're going to do some core. Yay, I know. All right, so let's go ahead and bend the knees. Take the arms forward, engage the core, and lean back. Okay? And with 2 feet on the mat, we're going to take the right leg up and tap the toe down. Right leg up and tap the toe down. Now left leg up, tap the toe down. Left leg up, tap the toe down, and come up to seated. All right, we're going to add some arms to that action here. Arms long, take it back. Arms out, right leg up, tap the toe down. Arms overhead, tap the toe down. Let's stay on the right. Up, tap, arms overhead, tap. We're going to do that 2 more times on the right. Arms out, arms up. Arms out, arms up. Woo! And release. Alrighty, here we go. Left side, take it back. Core is engaged. Arms out, left leg up, tap. Arms overhead, tap. Arms out, tap. Overhead, tap. Arms out, tap. Overhead, tap. We've got one more on the left. Tap and up and tap. Whoo! And release. All right, we're going to try something fun now. Might as well have fun. It's raining, right? Okay, so let's just keep the arms forward, engage the core, take the right leg up, and as you tap the toes down, bring the left leg up. So just try and switch in midair. Switch, switch, switch. I told you this would be fun. Switch, switch, switch. 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, shake those legs out for a moment. Inhale and exhale. So we're going to twist open to the side now with those long arms. The feet are on the mat, hip width distance apart, arms are forward. Okay? As you take your right arm back, you're coming into core engagement on the right. And up. Left arm back, right arm forward. And up. Now add a leg. So right arm back, maybe right leg up. And tap. Left arm back, left leg up. And tap. And keep moving side to side. Okay? See it? Good. Light, nice long spine. Yes. Opening up. We started with arms to the right. So next time you go arms to the left, you'll be even. Come up, take a break, have a breath here. Inhale and exhale. Now, of course, we need to finish that off with a nice long hold. So let's go ahead and arms forward, feet are planted, spine is long. Take it open to the right and hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come forward and take it open to the left for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, wiggle around. Whew. Okay, would it be irony to do water wheel this morning? Maybe, I don't know. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, we want to get those hips nice and open here. So take your body down, okay, feet to the mat. And here we go on the right knee, in, point, up, flex, down. And just keep moving in a nice circle. Yeah. Nice and smooth. And the next time the right knee is in, hold it in. Now flex your right foot and we reverse, flex out, point up, knee in. Yeah. Getting that hip moving for a great day. And one more. Now the right knee is in, hold it in. Hold on to your right shin or hamstring with your right hand and let that right knee come out to the right and back to center. Good, and come back to center and either extend your left leg any amount or keep the knee bent. Take your left hand outside your right leg. Take your right arm out to the side and just let that, this is your right knee, come just past your belly button. Now take your gaze toward your right fingertips as you let your right knee come more to the left and the hip lifts. Good, and as you come back through center, just cross tightly at the thighs here, hold on, and circle and move around. All right, let's release, bring the feet to the mat, gently let the knees open and close a couple of times. Ready for water wheel on the left, hands by your side, left knee in, point up, flex down. Nice and smooth, no flinging of any legs here. It's not fast. And the next time your left knee is in, hold it in, flex your left foot, flex out, point up, knee in. Flex out, point up, knee in. Now, as part of this water wheel, as we're flexing out and pointing up, or vice versa, we're getting that ankle really moving. So notice that. It's kind of a side benefit, right? And the next time your left knee is in, hold it in, hold on to your shin or hamstring, and let the left knee open out to the side and back. And then coming back to center, bring your right hand outside of your left leg, left arm out to the side, right knee could stay bent or the leg can straighten any amount. Knee, left knee crosses just past the belly button and then comes even more over to the right as your gaze turns towards your left fingertips. Super. All right. And then as you come back through center, cross at the ankles and hold on. And move those hips around. All right, this time uncross your legs and just keep the feet up. You can hold on to your hamstrings here. We did a lot of pointing and flexing of the ankles. Now we're going to circle one direction and the other. And now those ankles are ready for anything. Go ahead and bring your feet down and come into tabletop pose. And remember, you can do anything we do in tabletop You can do standing at a wall, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and find equal standing on 4 parts here, right? If your wrists don't like being at this much of an angle, walk your hands slightly forward or roll up the top edge of your mat and place the heel of your hand on it. Okay, so here we go. Everything's engaged, and we're going to float the right leg up and come into a 3-point balance, making sure the hips are still square. And then float your left arm up by your ear, coming into a 2-point balance, hips are square. Bring your hand and your knee down to the mat, and same thing on the left. Left leg up, right arm forward. And release. Okay, now we're going to work a little bit on sunbird. Okay, so take your right leg up, hips are still square, right toe points, right leg lifts, and your heart lifts. There's the sunbird. Now just bring your knee down. Spine back to neutral, left leg up, point the toe, lift the left leg, heart shines forward, and bring the spine back to neutral. Okay, and for those of you who are wondering when we're going to get our arms going, here it comes. Right leg up, heart lifts, you're in sunbird. Now option, dance it down. And bring your right knee down. Left leg up, heart lifts, leg lifts, option, bending at the elbows. Dance your sunbird down and up, and left knee down. Everybody good to go? Remember, you don't have to go into any farther option than you want. Let's go into sunbird, right leg, heart shines forward, dance it down if you want, and then take your right toes down, lift into down dog with your left leg high. 3-legged dog, left knee down, right knee down. Let's go left leg up, sunbird, dance it down. Left toes down. Here's an option to come into down dog with your right leg high. Right knee down, left knee down. All right, come up off of those wrists for a moment. Shake out the hands. Everybody good with the sunbird? We're going to do it one more time. You do whichever one was your favorite, whether it's just sunbird, dancing sunbird, or lifting into down dog. Okay, make sure those wrists are ready to go. You could be doing this at a wall, remember? Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Tabletop and lift. Right leg sunbird. Leg is high, heart is high. Option, dance it down. Next option, right toes down, 3-legged down dog. Left knee down, right knee down now. Go ahead. Sunbird lift, left leg, heart, yes, and option, dance it down. Further option, left toes down, lifting into down dog, 3-legged dog with the right leg high. All right, good. And then from down dog, go ahead and bring your knees down and find your way to a nice comfortable child's pose. Any pose that's going to make you happy right now. Okay, so it could be the conventional child's pose. It could be a sukhasana. Could be standing next to the wall. And just breathe. So from your child's pose, go ahead and lift onto your knees. Shake out those wrists one more time. And there's 2 ways we're going to get up here. We're either going to press back into some form of squat and stand up, or go down dog and then walk the feet up. So if you want to, press back, some form of squat, and stand up, or go into down dog and walk forward, whichever works better for you. And bring the hands by your side and find mountain pose. Inhale and exhale. All right, how's everybody doing? So hopefully that sunbird brought some light into our day, right? Okay, we're going to begin sun salutations, and we're going to be doing knee down crescent lunge with a twist open, and knee up crescent lunge with a twist open. So let's work on that knee up crescent lunge first so you can decide if it's for you today. Okay, you know it turns into a very challenging balance. So we've got the feet hip width distance at the top of the mat. Okay, inhale and exhale. Now for balance, we want the feet nice and grounded. We want to find a spot that isn't moving, and we want to keep our minds nice and calm. Now hands to the hips, slide your right leg back. In crescent, the heel stays lifted, but it can come down if you start to feel unsteady. Okay, we've got the left knee over the left ankle here. Draw the arms forward with a long, long spine and lift up only to the extent where your shoulders are okay and you're not dumping into your lower back. There's your crescent lunge, yes. And then step forward and release. Okay, let's take it back on the left side. Left heel up, right knee over right ankle. Remember, you can always be with the heel down. Arms forward, long, long spine, and lift into crescent lunge. Good, and step forward. All right, I'm going to face you this time so I can see you. We're going to add a twist toward your bent knee, okay? So you're going to take your right leg back. We start on the right, didn't we? Yes, the left knee is bent. So we're in crescent lunge here. And we twist toward the bent knee and come up and step forward. And on the other side, take it back, arms up, twist toward the bent knee, back to center, and step forward. So you all did it, but you may totally decide that that's not for you within the sun salutation and keep your knee down. Okay, that's always an option. You may decide that the lifted heel is not for you today and bring your foot down. Okay? All right, so let's bring the feet hip width distance apart. And begin. This first round will be knee down, so if you want some extra padding for your knees, make sure that that's handy for you. Remember, you can always flip up the edge of your mat. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, shine your heart forward, take a half lift. Now, dropping the hips, bring the hands to the mat. Take your right leg back, you're in a lunge, and just kind of hang out in this lunge for a moment. Inhale and exhale. Now we're bringing the right knee down, well behind the right hip, for low crescent lunge. Inhale the arms up, and then open, twist towards your bent knee. Yes, and come center. Bring the hands down and step back into a plank. You've done a bunch of planks already. You can opt for knees up or knees down, whatever feels good to you, and slowly lower through chaturanga here. Okay, we're going to move into cobra on ridge tops. So take your hands out from your shoulders, about a foot, let's say. Your fingertips press into the mat as you shine your heart forward and up. Cobra on ridge tops. Yes, and release. Bring your hands under your shoulders, find your way to downward facing dog. Super. All right, so now you're going to take your right leg up, step forward with your right leg, bring your left knee down, and find your way into your low crescent lunge. The left knee is behind the hip, right knee is over the right ankle. Inhale, exhale, twist towards your bent knee. Come center, hands down, tuck your toes, raise your back knee, and step forward, half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up as your palms touch. And your hands come heart center. All right, so this time, option, keep the knee up. Option, bring it down, right? Okay, you already know that it's going to be a little more challenging to move into that high crescent lunge in the sun salutation, okay? You'll see what happens in a minute, but let's take the feet hip-width distance apart. Settle the breath, calm the mind. We're going to be moving into a stronger balance pose here. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, hands down, and step back with the left. You're in that lunge on the left. And just hang out here. Now get really centered, right? Make sure your right foot is strong and stable. Your right leg is really supporting you. All the muscles are engaged. And bring your knee down if you prefer, or here's the more challenging part. Lift into the high crescent lunge. And when you get here, twist toward your bent knee. Come center, bring your hands down, and come into your plank. Knees up or down. Okay, you know where you're going. Nice strong chaturanga here. Okay. And we're coming back to cobra on ridge tops, but we're going to do it one time straight up. So arms are about a foot from your shoulders, fingertips press into the mat, lift into cobra on ridge tops, and release. And this time when you come up, start to draw your right shoulder toward the left. So we're adding a little twist action here, and release. Take it up and left shoulder toward the right, and release. Hands under the shoulders. Find your way to downward facing dog. All right, so downward dog is sometimes referred to as a resting pose, so let's think of it right now as a resting pose and spend an extra couple of breaths here. Gearing up for our next crescent lunge, low or high, your choice. Okay, one is not more virtuous than the other, they're just different. Left leg up, step forward with your left foot. Right knee comes down or stays up. Wiggle yourself into the starting position for high crescent lunge. Left knee over left ankle and draw up. Yes, and then open towards your bent knee. Come center. Bring the hands down and take a big step forward with your right foot, half lift, forward fold, and float the arms out and up, palms touch. And hands come heart center. Good, and release. All right, let's just shake everything out. How you guys doing? Find a nice mountain pose. Grab your block and bring it over to the right side of your mat, okay? We'll be using it soon. Inhale and exhale. Right now, we're just going to do a little bit of release down and up with the knees. Toes out, yeah. And let's add a little sunburst to this. So as you bend your knees, right arm cross in front and up, left arm in front and up. Just spreading joy and light throughout the day. We keep switching which arm is in front so that the shoulders kind of get an even break. And then when you're even, go ahead and come back to standing. Inhale and exhale. All right, so you guys have worked really hard. We're going to do a moon salutation, all right? We want to balance out that super challenging and very muscular, energetic work with a little bit of a softer flow. And this is where the block is going to come in, okay? So we have the block to the right. So we start out in mountain pose here and take the arms up and just sway side to side. Nice little daisy. Oh, feels so good. I'm like doing it so many times. Don't want to stop. And then take yourself open into a 5-pointed star. Arms out, toes out. We're going to bend the elbows to the waist, knees out for moonflower. Come back to 5-pointed star and turn your right toes to the right, left toes in at an angle. For triangle prep, the legs are straight. We reach and release. Reach and release. Reach and release. This time, reach, reach, reach. Let your right hand come to your right leg with the palm face out, so we're not pressing into the leg. Left arm up. Take your gaze toward your toes, toward the center of your space, and then toward your left fingertips. Now follow those left fingertips down, down, down. Left hand comes to the right leg here, and go ahead and just take your block, put it in front of your foot, put both hands on your block, and bend and straighten. So the block has 3 sides. It could be on its flattest edge, it could be on its highest edge, it could be on the second edge. And leaving your hands on the block wherever it works best for you, come into straight leg pyramid. Alrighty, now drop your right hand back to your right leg, float the left arm up, you're back in triangle, and lift up, hands to the hips for a moment, toes out, arms up, 5-pointed star, moonflower, and as you bring your arms up, your legs step together, and you move back into daisy. And release. Okay, did that make sense? Everybody good? Other side? Okay, so move your block over to the left. Feet are hip width distance here. Inhale and exhale. Now we float the arms up and we sway. And then step it open to 5-pointed star. Go ahead and bend into moonflower, yes. And back to 5-pointed star, preparing for triangle on the left. Left toes to the left, legs are straight. Arms are out, and we go forward and back. Reach and return. Reach and return. Now reach, reach, reach. Drop your left hand to your left leg with the palm face out. Right arm up. Take your gaze toward your left toes, toward the center of your space, and toward your right fingertips. And then follow that right hand as it comes down to the left leg. Grab your block, place 2 hands on it. Now you may be a person whose hands just come to the mat, and feel free to do this without the block, but even if you are, you might want to try it with the block. Okay, so we're going to bend the knee and straighten the leg. And then the next time the left leg straightens, just hang in your pyramid, right? The block is to your comfort level. All right, now release your left hand to your left leg, open back up into your triangle, and stand tall, toes out, 5-pointed star, moonflower, step together, and daisy, and daisy, daisy, and release. All right, we're going to do that one more time, just make it a little flowy, and we're going to leave out the triangle prep because we already, the reach and release part of the triangle prep. Everybody good to go here? Want to do it again? Okay, all right. So remember, just have a little fun with this, right? Keep it soft, keep it flowy. Inhale, float the arms up and have your best daisies ever. And then take it open, 5-pointed star. Moonflower, 5-pointed star. And I just realized we didn't move the block, so just reach down, just like magic. Take your block, where are we? 5-pointed star, toes to the right, arms out, and let's come into triangle. Okay, and draw your gaze toward your left fingertips. Follow the hand as it comes down and start preparing for your pyramid. So you might take, again, your block might be higher or lower, bend and straighten, and then just relax into your pyramid, wherever that is for you today. All right, now float back into a triangle and lift up, 5-pointed star, moonflower, step together, and daisy. And come back to standing. All right, let's move the block while we have a second to do that. Block is on the left. Back to mountain pose. Float the arms up and daisy. Opening to 5-pointed star. Moonflower. Back to 5-pointed star. Triangle position, left toes are forward. Reach with the left arm, left hand down, right arm up, shoulders are stacked. Take your gaze toward your right fingertips and follow that right hand down to the left leg. Find your block and bend and straighten the left leg. Really focus on what's happening as you bend and straighten. Now come into your pyramid position, just hold. Find your way back into triangle. Good. And come back, 5-pointed star, moonflower, step together, and sway. And then come back to standing and shake things out. All right. Everybody feeling okay here? So as long as we have the block, just move it off to the side. We'll do Viparita Karani on the block, okay, as we work our way down to the earth. So go ahead and just, for a moment, freestyle around, right? Shake anything out. If you have a blanket or an eye pillow or anything else you want for final relaxation, gather that up, have it nearby. And then, come back to equal standing, mountain pose at the top of your mat. And just observe what's happening in your body, how the energy is flowing. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, swan dive. Inhale, half lift. Draw the hips down, draw the hands down, and we come into downward facing dog, table if you prefer. And we're going to let the hips move side to side if you're in down dog. The knees will move also if you're in table. You might just be wagging your tail there. And then come back to center and knees down. Find seated mountain pose. Flex the feet. Sit up nice and tall. Inhale and exhale. And bring the hands together. Anjali Mudra. Take a moment to revisit your gratitude. And then slowly come back and shake things out. All right, we're going to do a nice soft forward fold 2 times. Inhale up, exhale, melt. Roll the hands up the legs. Inhale up, exhale, melt. And roll your hands up, bend at the knees. And go ahead and bring yourself down to the earth here. All right, so we'll start out with the block. Okay, your feet are hip-width distance firmly planted on the earth. Lift your hips, and if you want to, slide a block under. If that doesn't work for you, then don't do it. This is a supported back bend. Okay, inhale and exhale here. Now, if you have more space in your back and you want to deepen your back bend, you could turn this block up to the second edge. Some people go third edge. That's not me, but wherever you are, land carefully. If you happen to be on your third edge, come back to the second edge first and take a couple of breaths there. And if you're on your second edge, come back to the first, so the lowest position of the block. And breathe here. Good. And you could just stay here, or taking the legs up for Viparita Karani. This is going to bring a lot of blood flow to the brain. You can see your feet are higher than your hips. Hips are higher than your heart. Heart is a little bit higher than the head, maybe. Any feeling of, I shouldn't be here, just bring your feet back down to the earth. They will be fine. All right. And we're going to work the ankles from here, point and flex. So if you brought your feet back down, no problem. Just take one leg up, point and flex, and then go the other leg, point and flex. And then we're going to circle and circle the other direction. In gratitude for those ankles and feet, what they do for us all day. Now everybody bring your feet down, carefully lift off the block. Slide it out from under and put it off to the side. Right now we're going to let the spine just hang out in neutral. And while we do that, go ahead and open and close, wiggle your fingers, give those hands a little love. Rotate the wrists one direction and the other. And bring your hands back down to your side. And just let your head go side to side, feeling through the neck. come back to center. So now we're going to do a spinal release. Take your right leg up and hold on. You can clasp your hands behind your hamstring, and if that doesn't work for you, just hold on to the edges, outer edges of your right leg. Inhale, and as you exhale, press your right leg into your hands. So we're pressing the right leg away from the body. The hands are resisting. Release, stay where you are, and do it again. One more. So we bring the tension in, we release, and then we bring it back. And now we release again. Bring the right foot down, take the left leg up, clasp or just hold on to that leg, press the left leg away from you into the hands. And release, and one more time, press. And release, and bring the left foot down. Now just let those knees gently open and close, a little side to side here. Inhale and exhale. We're going to extend both legs and both arms and draw just the right knee in, Ardha Appanasana, right? Half wind removing pose on the right. Inhale the right leg long, arms overhead. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale the arms overhead, both legs long, both knees in. And when you get here, hang out here. Inhale and exhale. Okay, now we're going to extend both legs long and both arms again. This time right knee comes in and we take it to a half happy baby. So hold on to your foot, bend at the knee, the foot is flexed. That left knee might decide that it wants to bend as you do this. That left leg might stay straight. Release, extend the right leg, arms overhead, left knee in, and half happy baby. The foot is flexed, your left foot is flexed. Release, extend both arms and both legs long, both knees in, and happy baby. And from here, you might choose to give your spine some massage, rock around side to side. And then come back to center, release, bring both feet to the mat, okay? And we're going to do super gentle windshield wipers. So your legs are touching, your arms are out to the side, and you're just going to let the legs sway side to side. So it's more of a sway than anything else, just a little sway, and the head can move toward opposite sides as well. So as the knees go right, the head could go left. And then come back to center and start taking any final movements that your body is asking for as you start to find your final relaxation position for today, right? So do whatever moving, realignment is being requested here by your body. Really tap in, give it what it wants, and decide how you will be for final relaxation today. This could be laying down, final relaxation. You might take yourself to a chair and sit in a chair, right? Whatever feels good to you. And when you've gotten into your proper alignment, something that Feels like you don't have to move right now. Inhale through the nose and slowly exhale through the mouth. Just release. And one more time, inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, just let the earth support you. Let go of all effort and be in your final relaxation. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to your space. Invite a deeper breath. Gently bring movement back to your body. And on your next inhale, extend long. Exhaling, draw the knees in. Find your way over to a side and up to a nice, easy seat. Bring your hands together and turning your gaze to your own good heart and your bright spirit, thanking and honoring yourself for your practice, and we thank and honor each other for sharing this time. Namaste.